What up, YouTube? This is Steven, and welcome back to another video. In this video, I want to talk about Tomi Lahren, or Tomi Laura, Tomi Labecky, and her suspension. Uh, so when I first heard about her suspension, what popped into my mind was, ain't God good? Ain't God so good? I really love it. I love to see when, a racist white supremacist gets knocked off of their high horse. His or her high horse. I really like that because it shows that, there is a force of good in this world. And also in this video, I'm just going to give my general take of Tomi Labecky as well. So yeah, I first found out about Tomi Labecky from like when the whole Beyonce situation happened. When Beyonce was on the Super Bowl, performed at the Super Bowl halftime show, and she gave a shout out and salute to the Black Panthers and also some other folks, but especially the Black Panthers. And then Tomi Labecky wants to jump into the mix, and she gives this whole, rant about Beyonce. And then that kind of like puts her in the spotlight, and that has people talking about her and stuff. And that's pretty much has been her career ever since. Like basically just trolling black people. Whenever like black situations come up, she always finds a way to put herself up in the mix and give her opinion, even though it's not wanted, it's not needed, and oftentimes it's just very trollish and even toxic. So yeah. Most black people don't really have much love for Tomi Laura, Tomi Labecky. And then Homegirl came back again with when Jesse Williams was on the BET Awards, and he spoke about, police brutality, black empowerment, etc. You know what Jesse Williams said, and if you don't, check it out. So then she had something to say about that, right? And also during that whole situation, she had a conversation with another YouTuber who goes by the name of Tommy Sotomayor, and she wound up so Tommy wound up saying like, oh, he referred to Jesse Williams as a half breed, and then she also referred to Jesse Williams as a half breed too. And I'm like, you need to calm down. All right, you need to really know your place. Keep it real. You need to know your place. That ain't for you to be saying. Really, it ain't for Tommy Sotomayor to be saying either. But especially Tomi Lahren. It ain't for her to be saying. All right. And then the whole Colin Kaepernick situation came up. So then she had something to say about him not standing for the Pledge of Allegiance and how she views the Pledge of Allegiance as, an idol that she worships. The way she was talking about it does seem like it's just some idol worship. It's like, just take it out on our national flag. It has gotten us through so many tough situations and so many tough times. I'm like, it's a flag and a song. It ain't the Lord and Savior now. It like white supremacy is a religion, from what I heard. I have heard that. So yeah. Those are pretty much the situations I know Tomi Labecky from. And she also compares Black Lives Matter to the KKK. And of course we know that's not true. And that's not even a valid analogy or a valid comparison. And white folks love to make those type of analogies and comparisons because it does make them feel better about who they are as a people, what they've done as a people. And at the end of the day, can I really expect anything less from Tomi Labecky? Can I? But to get into this whole suspension thing, so yeah, I'm like, all right. Ain't God good? So Tommy LeBecki is suspended because she has, or rather, she is flip flopping on her views. Because Glenn Beck says that she flip flopped basically. Because I think at one point she was pro life, but now she's pro choice. And I get the reason that Tommy LeBecki is pro-choice because I think that Tommy LeBecki, based on those tweets back in the day, Tommy LeBecki used to get down, and she might have got down to the point where she might have gotten like knocked up maybe a couple of times, and maybe needed to, use that pro-choice, abortion a couple of times, maybe, because Lovely T 2002, she did a story on this and she posted a lot of Tommy LeBecki's tweets. And her tweets in like 2013 are different from her tweets in 2017. It's like her views totally changed up. And also, I feel like Tommy LeBecki kind of went off the topic, or she went off script. I'll say that. Like she went off script. She went off the conservative script. Because really, I feel like nothing that Tommy says is really innovative to conservatism. That whole sphere at all. She's just regurgitating talking points from, like, say, Bill O'Reilly, Sean Hannity, perhaps Megyn Kelly. Those type of talking points. Perhaps Ann Coulter as well. I feel like she's just regurgitating those talking points, and she's not really adding anything new to the conversation. Basically, she's like the journalistic, and I use that term very loosely here, the journalistic equivalent of a manufactured pop star. Like they got your songs already for you. You just gotta sing. They got right. So her people got her script for her. She just has to read it. That's basically what I'm seeing here. And Tommy LeBecki went off script when she went on The View and said that she was pro-choice. So they was like, wait a minute, we didn't tell you to sing these lyrics. Wait a minute here, come back. So yeah, and I feel like it's just this is kind of like a crappy situation, but it happened to the best person. This is the best person for a terrible situation to happen to. Because think about it. People who had your back now turned on you. Again, a crappy situation to be in, but it happened to the best person, didn't it? And also, I feel like Tommy kind of gets away with a lot just because she's a white woman. I mean, if this was even a white man, people would be way more willing to drag Tommy for some reason. But I think that speaks to, I guess, like how women can sort of get away with certain things because, she's a woman and also she's white. And white folks can get away with like a ton of stuff. So she's like in a really good position as a white woman. And I feel like she's able to get away with. She probably would not have even gotten this far to an extent if she was a white man saying this stuff. But because there's a lane for conservative white women, that's not a lot of conservative white women up in that lane. Not as many as like the liberal white women. So I think she's just trying to use this lane to sort of just build a brand for herself. And I don't knock her for wanting to build a brand for herself, but I knock her for being a hypocrite and one point saying like, oh, student loans are weighing down millenniums. Then a couple of years later, take responsibility for your student loans and pay them back. It's just very ultimately hypocrisy, and that's what I don't like about. Well, one of the things I don't like about Tommy, and also one of the things I just don't like in general, hypocrisy. Because this can't be one way. You can't benefit from one thing, or rather, you can't have one view when it's convenient, and then when it's not convenient, change your view. It's okay to have these views and expect them from other people, like say no abortion, but when it comes to you, oh, I can have abortions because Tommy probably getting down, probably got pregnant. She probably might even been one of those chicks who go to like Jamaica. I'm pretty sure probably went to Jamaica, probably got knocked up. There is a sort of a touristy, like a sex tourist thing when it comes to like the Caribbean and Jamaica, and some white women going down there. There's also some sex tourism where white women go to like certain parts of Africa and get with some black men. Look it up, Google it. I'm not lying. And she may have been up in that, or she may have just been partying and just got drunk and got pregnant. Even if it was my white dude, whatever. But for some reason, Tomi would strike me as the type. I don't know. The type that would be trying to, get with some soul pole, as Tariq Nasheed says. For some reason, I could kind of see that. Whether it happened or not, I don't know. Now, she is from Texas, so there are some ethnic dudes in Texas, obviously, and also the people that she go after a lot of times do have a certain look to them. Beyonce, Jesse Williams, Colin Kaepernick. I won't say she's went after Trevor Noah though. I don't think she's actually like said anything foul about him or anything. But still, a certain look. So maybe Tomi Lahren might have some like a type when it comes to like certain folks that she deal with. I don't know. Ultimately, that's neither here nor there. And ultimately, as well, it sort of speaks to her hypocrisy again, wanting to bash people, but probably secretly getting down with them same people. I could see that too. And that's happened throughout history. But I don't want to make this video too long. Tomi Lahren doesn't really deserve a long video about her suspension or about her in general. I think that she's a hypocrite. She's an opportunist who uses black people and black issues to get to where she's trying to go. She trolls black people. Also, she's kind of trolling women too, but I'm just gonna stick with black folks for the time being. She's trolling black people a lot. But isn't it good when a troll gets their just due? Isn't it? So yeah, that's all I gotta say. Thanks a lot for watching, you guys. Comment, rate, subscribe, thumbs up. Thanks a lot for the support. Adios and goodbye for now. Oh yeah, and by the way, if you want to see more about those tweets that Tomi tweeted back in the day that were, very, party girl-esque, the YouTuber Lovely T 2002, she did a whole video about this, and she went in depth. Well, not in depth, but she did show the tweets that she tweeted. So if you're interested, go over and check out Lovely T's video. Adios and goodbye for now.